All righty. All right, so thank you all for being here. It was good to see you out there. It's been a while since I've seen you, since you've been out here and been able to check out practice. I know you got about 15 minutes in, but that was good. I felt good about today, what we were able to accomplish. We were efficient, we were effective. We ended a couple minutes early. Guys knew what to do. Really want to give a shout out to Coach Novak and the strength and conditioning staff. They did a great job this summer getting these guys ready for practice, ready to compete. Also with Amber Reinstein with nutrition, bigger, faster, stronger. I can see that out there. And it's really just about technique and fundamentals, smart, fast, and physical. We didn't have the pads on today. It was a lot of full speed work, tagging off, staying off the ground. And I'm looking forward to seeing the film. But again, I really appreciate seeing y'all out there. Look forward to having a great camp. With that, I'll open it up. It feels like normal, a lot more normal than it was a year ago. Just being able to practice full speed, we were able to get two spots, so we're able to split the squad. Get half the guys on one field, half the guys on another field. We have enough guys to do that, and we were able to get better work because we're in better condition. So we played faster. More guys knew what to do. Guys knew where to go in the practice, and it just seemed like more normal what I'm used to seeing out there in a day one practice.
Well, how do you feel about the integration process with these guys, all the new guys, and the new guys? How do you bring them along over the course of the next month to get them to the first game?
Yeah, I mean, coaching is teaching, and we have to teach, motivate, and develop. Continue to connect with our guys. We have the infrastructure here. And that precedes the culture. The culture is strong. We have guys here who know what the behavior is that is expected, and we work with the new guys. It's attention to detail, the sense of urgency. That's the culture of accountability. Those are the things that really make the difference. And so, it's a work in progress, but I feel good about where we are right now.
Now, this is obviously an exciting day for the players who are back, and I'm sure they're energized. What happens for you on a day like this when it's day one? How is this day different than any other for you?
Oh, day one's great. I mean, there's anticipation. You got a little bit of the jitters, because you can't wait to see the guys and see them perform, as a team, just practice. I mean, coaching is what we love to do, what I love to do. So to be able to get out on the grass and actually get it done, it's a very exciting time. And then you can feel it from the players. I felt it last night in the meetings last night. There was energy in the room and there was buzz. So it's good.
So how'd you sleep?
I slept fast last night. I slept very fast.
You talked last week a little bit about leadership. You already starting to see some of that emerge even in one practice from guys that you're looking to fill that role?
I am seeing that, especially from some of the more veteran guys, the older guys, coaching up the younger guys, on both sides of the ball. And, teaching guys how to finish, how to remain focused, be detail oriented. I saw a lot of guys coaching their teammates up, and more guys than I've seen in the past.
Coach, in dealing with transfers, what's the hardest thing usually for them about coming in and really completely, integrating into your system and systems in college football? What's the hardest thing for them usually?
It's usually learning the scheme and knowing what's expected here, because every place it just runs a little differently. And once guys understand what to do and how to do it and why to do it and why it's important to get it done a certain way, then things start to fall in place.
When you look at transfers, for example, in the old days when it was a freshman class come in, their heads are spinning, whatever, were you going to redshirt maybe most of those kids? Now when you've got kids who are been in other programs and you've got to get them in a month to be ready to play. How different is the process for you and the coaches, and just how different a dynamic is that?
It's not much different. You meet the guys where they are. Whatever stage whatever stage they're at when you get them, and you just go from there. And so, I mean, I didn't see a team full of transfers out there. You know, from an operations standpoint, I didn't notice a difference in terms of these guys know what to do, these guys don't know what to do. I didn't see that. You know, I saw a football team with a lot of new faces, but guys know what is expected. You know, they know what the expectations are, the standard, the culture, and the operation was smooth today. It really was. You know, and we just have to keep gaining ground every day. You know, just marginal gains, aggregation of marginal gains, every guy getting better, you know, and then as a group, you know, we'll get better a lot faster if we can do that.
You talked about getting a rep chart. You've talked about rep charts throughout the past year. With this many new guys, how do you build that up to this point? Do you come in with set expectations for certain guys and let other guys play into it, or how does that work out at this point when you have a number of new faces?
Yeah, we tell them we're going to play the best players in the tape of practice picks the team. It's all about the tape, and everyone's got a clean slate. It's about what you do next, you know, and it's all about the behavior on and off the field. And so we're going to play the best players. Obviously, it's a rep chart. Everyone has to have a starting spot, but it's fluid and it changes within practice to practice, week to week. But we need all of them to be ready to go. We need to build depth. We need as many guys ready to play as possible. You know, it's a team game. You know, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So we're working to develop all of the players so they can contribute in some way.
Now, not only do we not know what the starters are, but players don't either because there's so many new faces. Does that create a healthy competition in camp?
It should. I mean, competition is what it's all about. We want our practices ultimately to be harder than the games. And so you have to compete to get on the field. You have to compete in the weight room. I mean, everything is a competition. We have a lot more competitive roster right now. So you have to be at your best more often in this type of environment. And so it really helps that we have more capable players that can compete and get on the field and play for us.
No, we know you're keeping your eyes on the quarterback because that's who's going to be, you know, you're going to determine a starter in camp. But what other positions today did you keep maybe a little closer eye on, or who did you pay attention to specifically outside of the quarterback?
I took a close look at the linebacker position and in the secondary. And with the defensive backs, we have so many new guys there, and I like what I saw so far. And you know, obviously, the offensive line, you know, to see, you know, the pad level, the hand placement, the technique, you know, see how much power we're able to generate even without the pads on and things like that. You know, there's some newcomers that were not here in spring ball that I was able to see them for the first time really in a practice format. And so, but the linebacker and the secondary positions are where we have the most new players.
How close an eye did you keep on the quarterbacks, and what did you see today that you liked?
I always keep a close eye on the quarterbacks, you know, and you always got to follow the ball, right? And so I saw a competitive group that knows what to do, and it's just about consistency and performance. Really, that's what it's about. You know, just being consistent, you know, running the show, leadership. I believe your quarterback has to be your number one competitor, and I saw that today. So we have a healthy competition there.
Would you say outside of all the transfers, would you say that's the top concern going into camp right now, or if not, what is for you?
Well, the objective of the camp is to get better, you know, and build your team and prepare for the first game. And so, you know, that's where our focus is, and that's at every position: offense, defense, and special teams. You know, we're growing, we're gaining ground, we're developing, you know, and things will shake out more as we go.
How long, relative to the quarterbacks, how long would you expect to be into camp before you really start getting a feel for where they're sorting out there? Is it a couple of weeks, or is it kind of determine itself?
Yeah, we'll just have to see. We're going to take it one day at a time. I hate to sound cliche there, but we're going to evaluate. We're going to evaluate the tape, and just continue to gain ground and just keep getting better. And at some point, it's going to shake out, and we'll be able to make a determination. But after the first day, I like what I saw in general from the entire squad.
You said you might play too, but wouldn't it be best if one guy took the reins and took charge before opening day?
I don't recall saying that.
I thought at media day you did.
We're going to compete, and obviously we're going to play the best players. Only one guy can play at a time.
You'd like one guy to take over.
Excuse me?
You'd like one guy to take over and take the lead.
Well, ideally, it's going to shake out, but we'll have to see.
How physically
We saw Malik Gar in a boot. Is there anybody else that's just not physically able to start with you guys today?
Yeah, Malik is in a boot. I'm not going to talk too much about guys that are injured, things like that. But hopefully we'll get some of these guys back a little quickly.
health-wise, did you come in close to 100%, or where do you feel you at?
Pardon me?
Did you come in about 100% health-wise with the guys, or whereabouts are you?
Yeah, we're a relatively healthy squad right now.
Any early impressions with Joyner and Crouch and some of these transfers?
Yeah, competitive guys that are added to the roster. I mean, they have a chance to help us. But it's day one, and we're going to play the best players, and the tape is going to determine who's on the field and what roles guys are going to play. But it's noticeable that those guys are out there. They have good size, good athleticism, and I'm glad they're here.
What stood out to you, Mel, about what you mentioned, Coach Novak and Amber earlier? What stood out to you about the physical preparedness, especially maybe a year ago at this time when you were holding that first practice and hadn't been around these guys at times?
And guys are more confident in what they can do. They can play harder for longer, and that's evident. And when you're in best condition, you can be more consistent. You can compete on every play. You can take coaching. And that's what I saw today.
Coach, I'm sure you saw the unofficial preseason predictions. Are you the type of guy that uses that as motivation in terms of negative vibes? Why or why not would you go along with using that, or you not even bring it up?
I actually haven't really seen them. It's been mentioned to me a little bit about it, but that's not what's important. What's important is our behavior and what we do, on a daily basis. And here, working to grow our team and get better and put the best team on the field that we can. That's really what's important. That's what we can control. And can control what you can control. We don't lack for motivation around here.
So you don't go with the vibe of I take it personal, that negative vibe to prove people wrong. You don't carry that in, or is that's not what you do?
I have a chip on my shoulder, but it's not because of anyone else. It's just the way I'm built.
What's your plan for the next couple of weeks in terms of how you're going to integrate it in terms of contact practices, shell practices? Do you plan on just kind of acclimating and getting up to that, or how do you plan on kind of divvying them up?
Yeah, we're gonna follow the rules, and there's an acclimation period, and we'll get them through that, and we'll put the pads on, and we'll have as many padded practices as we can. We're going to keep our guys fresh and make sure they're ready to go for the first game.
Do you have a plan yet for when you're going to scrimmage?
Yeah, we do have a couple scrimmages planned, and we'll see how it goes. We'll announce those as they come up.
Last couple guys, I got some players too.
You know the first day you put on pads yet? When you're planning to have the first full pads?
Yeah, we'll have a couple days in helmets and shorts, and we'll put the shells on. Then we'll go full pads.
Kenneth Walker is listed as one of the most impactful transfers in the nation, and so how excited are you to have him on this team, and what he's been able to do from spring to now?
Well, he's a great addition. We saw him in the spring. He's a difference maker. He's picked up where he left off. You can see it today, and so I'm happy that he's here. He adds so much to our football team, and he raises the competition level in that room. And so I'm excited to see how he continues to develop in that whole group. It's a more competitive group.
That straw hat isn't a throwback to Nick, is it?
It's not. I'm just trying to keep my bald head, put a little shade on it. That's all. There's no comparison to He does. He does. He wears it well.
You guys good with Coach? All right. Thanks, Coach.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, guys.